What's up, people? It's your boy Sly. In this video, I'm going to talk about marriage and why men should get married when they go to another country. Marriage in America is no longer a benefit. Um, it's more of a business, and usually it's men that suffer. Men have to pay child support. Men have to, in some cases, pay for his ex's living expenses. In some cases, pay alimony and all the other stupid stuff, right? And the thing is, I have seen stories online where guys have been fucked over through child support to the point where it fucked them up mentally. You know what I mean? Some people refuse to get married because there's no benefit for them, or because of their past experiences with relationships. The thing that people don't understand is that we live in one world where people are controlled by the media, right? They don't understand how things work. They don't understand how culture really works. Because I think living in America today, that people in America don't understand shit. That's why it's important to travel, look into foreign cultures, and actually live in their cultures. You know? Marriages today in the US are a joke because ever since the no-fault divorce, women just get married for monetary gain. That's it. Women always want to marry up, so if things don't work out, she has an exit plan. Right? This happens all the time. And that's why so many men get upset and they get angry, because you married a woman and she'll just divorce you like it's no man's business. Like, she'll just drop you, like, you'd be shocked, like, what the fuck just happened in my life? You know what I mean? And studies have shown that 75 to 80% of all marriages fail, fail by the woman filing for divorce. So that shows you men don't want to get divorced most of the time. Women do. So, see the whole thing of what I'm trying to aim at right now. Marriages here in the United States are a joke. They have no meaning because the courts allow women, usually women in most cases, to get money from men. If men don't give their money to them voluntarily, judge will force the man to give her money through child support, through false allegations, whatever you want to call that, right? I'm saying these things because a lot of men here have said they're going MGTOW, they don't like women no more. I mean, they don't like dating American girls or even westernized girls in general. But when these men, some of these guys, when they start traveling, their eyes start to open. You know? I know there's some people in the US who say they don't ever want kids for any reason, right? They don't ever want to have children because they feel having kids in the US is a burden. But these same people, when they go abroad, they start having kids. There's so many people out here when they travel because when they travel, their eyes open. Some people love traveling to some countries. I know some of these Eastern European countries are good. Latin America is very popular. Also, Asia. People love like the Philippines and stuff. They like to date all these people, and they have families, because kids in the United States today are fucked up. I don't. I mean, part of it is due to the public educational system. I think it's bullshit, but that's a whole another topic for another day. I don't fuck with education in the U.S. because the system here is so messed up. Um, Kids don't learn anything. It's like they learn how to graduate, but they don't actually learn social skills. They don't learn how to communicate with people properly. They don't learn shit. And how do I and why I say this is because when they enter the workforce, they be playing around on the job. I've seen this stuff way too many times. But anyway, a lot of people have been going to like Latin America, countries like Brazil, Chile, Argentina. These people are moving. You have people moving there, and they're having families. Why? Because in these Latin American countries, they are family oriented. Like you spend all your time with your family, right? For example, if you get married to a woman, right? Let's say now, for example, you and your wife are busy, right? You and your wife are busy that day. Guess what? You can tell your neighbor to watch your kid for you until you come home that night. You can tell your sibling or your in-laws, hey, do you mind watching my kids for a while? I'm gonna be gone. They don't mind doing it. They love taking care. They love taking care of each other because it's a family unit in those countries. Everything's based on family. People take care of each other. So you always have somebody watching you. So if my child, if I have a child and he's misbehaving and I'm not there, my neighbor can tell me and say, hey, this is what your son did. Or this is what your daughter did. You know what I mean? So you always have people watching over you. But in America today, people will look at you and they don't care if you make a mistake. It's like some people how they're like they see, for example, they see kids today making mistakes, right? People just keep on walking. They don't give a damn. Oh, that's not my business. That's why so many kids today are getting into trouble today. Because they had no one to guide them. They had no one to tell them, hey, you're messing up. People don't tell kids that stuff no more. It's more like, oh, he's gonna be a loser. He'll end up in prison. You see, that's how people are in America today. There's no unity no more. If you make a mistake, someone's supposed to correct you and say, hey, we gotta fix it. That's why I tell you before, like that's why a lot of American kids they get in trouble a lot. You know? It's interesting to me. I want a family. I want to get married. I'm going to get married. Just not in America. I will never get married in the westernized world for any reason. I don't give a damn how nice a chick is. See, I'm on this page right now, right? I'm on a I'm on a web page and it shows a divorce demographic, right? This is what I'm seeing, right? This data is based on let me see 2014, right? Let me tell you the highest countries for divorce. The highest countries for divorce. Um, I'm seeing the US with about 50% range. Canada is 40% range. Russia is around the 50% range. Australia is like the 40% range. Um, a lot of these Eastern European countries, mixture of 50 to 40. You have some that have 60% divorce rate. Um, Let me see here. the countries that have the highest divorce rate, what I see in the document, it's U.S., Spain, Portugal, Luxembourg, the Czech Republic, and Hungary, and Belgium. Belgium is off. Belgium is something else. 70% divorce rate. But, and they said the lowest divorce rate is Chile. 3%. 3%. Chile. Then, if you look at the other Latin American countries like Brazil, about 20% divorce rate. And, just some other ones. But that's still pretty low. You know what I mean? In Latin America, divorce is pretty low. And I've said it before because these countries, they practice a family unit. Like when people get married in some of these other countries, people don't understand about marriage, is that when you get married, you're marrying their family. And I'm not talking about you pay your wife's bill, you pay your family's bills on a daily basis, not that kind of stuff, but in the sense where you have two joint families. If they need something, you help them out. If you need something, they'll help you out. That kind of thing. So that's what I'm telling you guys. I know a lot of you guys don't want to get married, and that's fine. Because I'm the exact same way. But if I go to Latin America, if I go to another country where marriage is an important thing, I'm going to get married. Because let me explain why marriage is important to you. One reason why marriage is good for you is you have a wife. You have a companion. Someone who can serve your physical, your mental, your spiritual needs. Right? Because the truth is, dating multiple women, it sounds fun when you're young, but when you get older, trust me, it's a waste of time. Like, dating multiple girls, it's a waste of time. Trust me, it's boring. It gets boring after a while. So having one partner who stays in shape, who won't nag you, who cooks and cleans, is pretty much the best thing you can ever have, right? Another reason why it's good to get married is having children. Because the single life gets old real quick. Like you going out, partying all the time, and by the time you reach 35, 40, most people your age are already having their own families. So everyone's just doing their own thing, you know? But having children is a good thing because you have people that you can, raise as your own or teach them your life skills. You can pass on your skills and stuff. Because I can tell you, when you get older, you want someone that will hang out with you when you get older. You know what I mean? Like, if you reach 50 and 60, who are you going to hang out with? Your friends? Like, most of your friends would be living in other parts of the country. You know what I mean? Like, people move around a lot. People move where their kids are. They move around. Long story short. So, having children, that's what I'm talking about, these family units. Like, look at these people, man. Look at these families. They have kids everywhere. And they take care of them, and before you know it, you have people to hang out with. You have people that depend on you. It makes you feel more wanted. You know what I mean? So getting married is beneficial in those things. And thirdly, getting married shows you're responsible. You know? It shows you're responsible. People in society will take you more seriously if you want to do a business or you want to start an organization. Oh, this guy's married, he has children. Okay, we are gonna mess with him because he seems like a irresponsible individual. Those are the reasons why I say you should get married, but just not in America. Don't get married in America for any reason because there's no benefit. But I'm telling you guys, if you want to get married, look at these other Latin American countries. even some of these African countries too, because these institutions, they value marriage. Yes, people still get divorced in these countries, but it's very, very low. Like if you get divorced, I know in some of these countries, if you get divorced, something must have happened in the sense where something horrible happened in the sense where you two hate each other with a passion, or um, you guys, just something drastic. But in America, you can just say, I'm tired of my partner, and that's it. And the judge says, okay. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm telling you guys, bro. You should go to Latin America, look at Mexico, look at these Chile, look at Brazil, look at like the Philippines is very conservative. Some people may like South Africa. South Africa is pretty nice if you want to go there. So I'm just telling you guys this because I know many of you guys here are MGTOW. I know you guys hate American women and westernized women, but I'm telling you guys, look into these other countries. I know many of you guys can't move around like that. I understand that. Like, you should save enough money for a year or two, travel to some countries, and figure out where you want to live. Because I'm telling you, like, people do get married. People want to get married, but it's just that living in America for so long, you realize marriage has no benefit here. So that's one of those things you gotta look into. Because I don't see myself living in this country. I don't see myself living in the US anymore. I really don't. A couple of years, hopefully by God's grace, I will leave this place for good. Because there's no benefit out here. For someone like me, I can't even get a girl to talk to me. So why would I marry one of these women when I become successful? There's no benefit because it's all about monetary gain. They don't care about raising the children. They don't care about important stuff. Only thing they care about is social status. There's so many young girls in America who get married just because it's something to do, but it's not. They don't actually work towards the marriage, like the cooking, the cleaning, the the um, the duties of a wife in terms of like running errands for the husband, or helping out with basic things. You know what I mean? Because what men are supposed to do most of the time is pay the bills. That's what they call a husband in America. It's just pay the bills. You pay the bills and that's it. They don't give a fuck about your influence. They don't give a fuck about what you need. I'm telling you. But if you guys start looking at other countries, you're gonna see marriage in a different aspect. Marriages here in the U.S. don't last. But I'm just telling you guys because I'm just telling you guys what you guys should look into. I think you guys will because I'm telling you the truth. Most men, if you can find the right woman, if men can find the right woman, many of these nightclubs and bars would be empty. That's the truth. If many men could find the right woman, these bars would be empty. You know what I mean? They will be empty. Men go to bars to find women. That's the truth. So I mean, yes, some guys they go to bars to hang out with their buddies, but apart from that, these dating apps wouldn't even exist anymore. But since dating in the US is so complicated, that's why you have all these guys moving around, confused and so thirsty all the time because their woman at home is giving them so much stress. He has to move around to get his needs met. Or there's some girls you meet out there who won't give you none. You know what I mean? But it's just something to look into. I gave you some reasons why you should get married, just not those reasons why I gave you guys the reason why I told you guys to get married. There's a benefit to it, just not in America. In America, there's no benefit for marriage. But if you go to other countries, I think you probably enjoy marriage because it's totally different from the U.S. I think in some families, in some family cultures you go to, even though the woman is working, right, 40 hours a week, even though she works full time, she will still find time to cook for her man. You know, U.S. She'll just tell you, man, why don't you go and get some fast food? And you're like, hold on. You've been home the whole day, and now you expect me to go and make some fast food. You're not serious. You know what I mean? Go get some fast food. But it's just what it is, though. Anyhow, let me know what you think. Peace.